back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another manga review. Now, this is going to be on the 5th volume, guys. I think it's the first manga that I've done up to 5 volumes back to back, so I'm pretty proud of myself for that accomplishment. Tales of Wedding Rings is the manga that I'm reviewing, the 5th volume, and little synopsis for you guys that have not seen the first 4 videos. This is the synopsis. Essentially, you have a guy that was raised with this girl most of his life, and he fell in love with her. They were close friends. She ends up being from a different world. He follows her to this different world, and he becomes the Ring King. What does this mean? The Ring King is there to defeat this evil force, and the only way he can have the full potential of the Ring King, he needs to have 5 wedding rings of 5 different princesses, one being his best friend. So, 5th volume. Up to now, he is looking for the Earth Princess, the last and 5th princess that he needs to convince, I guess you can say, to be his bride. They arrive to the Earth Kingdom, I guess you can say, and they just find ruins. You know, it was known already that the dwarves had disappeared. They had left this land behind, but there was just this hope that the princess was still there. So, what happened next? The first prince's grandpa, he opened a portal for them to go to the Earth, to this world, and he is left behind fighting against the dark force. They arrive in this world, and they kind of start living their day by day. Each princess has their own way of coping. The cat princess is the one that seems to be the most fine with it. The dragon princess seems to be the one not dealing well with it. She's just kind of there, not knowing what she wants to do, just contemplating stuff. And then the elf princess is the one that kind of, you know, she kind of likes going to the library, and then she's kind of shy because now people know her there, so she wants to stick where she is. So each one has their own thing. And then the princess that he marries, the first, his old friend, she doesn't want him to go back, and she's happy where she is. They go to school together. They're having a happy life. Now, what happens? The past 4 volumes, it seems like in the first, if not the first, then the second chapter, you find out and you see the princess. And then the entire volume is him trying to get her to marry him, or defeating something that is making him not be able to take her as a bride. That's kind of been the first 4 volumes, kind of the same old, same old. This 5th volume is different, and I appreciated it. It was a good kind of pause. There's war gonna come, and they just need to pause and kind of think through stuff. So, what is happening? At the end of this volume, the Earth Princess shows up, and she is actually kind of an android that's been waiting decades, years, I think she might have said centuries, for him to appear so she can become his princess. She waits, and because there's this argument where should they go back to the world? Should he stay there? So at the end of the volume, they decide that they are going to go back to the other world and defeat the Dark Force. Now, overall, there's emotions going on. There is a lot of character buildup in this volume, which I appreciate, because you learn a little bit more of each princess, of how they interact, how they cope with this dark force that's coming to destroy basically the world they've known all their life, for the exception of one. So, I really appreciate this volume. Great volume. If you haven't read it, Crunchyroll, for those who have Crunchyroll subscription, you can read it there on Crunchyroll for free. I'm not sure when the 5th volume will be released by Yen Press, but it will be released by Yen Press eventually. I believe they only have the first 2 now. They might have the 3rd one out. Not really sure. So, as of right now, I'm going to put this manga at a 7.5. I think it's a little bit higher. That's just because I appreciate the build-up, and I appreciate that they kind of created characters that are actually lovable, and they've done a great job at portraying their frustration of what's going on. So, great job on this 5th volume. I recommend it. If you haven't read the series, do so. Not a lot of fan service in this volume, surprisingly. There was still some, but not a lot, which was very surprising to me. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this review, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to watch more reviews, reactions, and all this other otaku stuff that I do here in my channel. Thank you so much for all the support and love for those who are subscribed to my channel. And guys, like always, don't be strangers.